everybody. How are you? Kristen here, waiting for everybody to pop on so we can start talking. Hey Peggy, how are you? There you are. Okay. It says choose how to go live, and I'm trying to. Okay, there's all of these masks. Draw it. How do I add somebody? Let me see. Oh, there it goes. Add. Adding you on camera with me. Hey guys! Okay, I'm adding Patricia. She's getting added, so she'll be on in just a second. So, there she is.
There she is. You have your headset on, right? Yeah. Yep, I'm good.
Do we still have
I'm good. Can you
background?
hear me?
Yeah, but I hear background noise. Hang on. Let me put my... How about now?
Yeah, I've got mine on.
Okay, I have mine on. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Becky. All right, guys. So we wanted to make an announcement, but then we're also going to talk. Hey, Jill. So many of you guys know, hey, Manny. I'm like saying hey to everybody who's popping on. So many of you guys know Bariatric Mindset is launching M3, which essentially is the Mindset Mastery membership. And so what we're doing in that membership, some of you guys already know what's included in that. And some of you already know about MBK. But one of the things that we had talked about over the course, probably of the last week or something, is that what would be the of you guys both groups, because we have the overlap of Patricia doing Nutrition Tip Tuesday, and if you guys don't know that, that's one of the things that's going to be in M3 is Patricia's going to be doing Nutrition Tip Tuesday. And most recently, I have the privilege of announcing that Natalie is going to be doing Fitness Fridays in M3. And so Natalie also currently does Workout Wednesdays in MBK, right? Hey, guys. Hey, Marie. Hey, Beth. Hey, Jamie. Hey, Christine. Hey, Monica. This was your challenge. Whoop, whoop. And so
hey, everybody.
Essentially, this is a great collaboration to bring the best of both worlds together. And so if you're already a member, you can absolutely join one another. But the other thing that we've done is we've offered a special package for people who are in neither, who want to join both at the same time. So, you know, I'm just going to let you share because I'm just talking here.
Okay. Hey guys. Okay, so a lot of you know me, and for those of you that don't, I'm Patricia Hill. I'm the owner of My Bariatric Kitchen and Living Healthy Nutrition. I've been working with Kristen now for, gosh, how long has it been? A year and a half maybe? That we've been kind of collaborating, but really like going full gun for the past year.
Yeah.
We've hosted several events together. We've done a lot together. Yeah, we've done a lot together, but my portion that I'm kind of bringing to the table is I'm bringing the nutrition aspect of the subscription to Kristen. So I'll be going live with Nutrition Tip Tuesdays, where it'll be, you know, some nutrition tips, 10 minutes or so, you know, every single week. The beauty of this is, you know, like Kristen shared, is if you really want to be a part of both memberships, because I have a subscription as well. It's called Mbk Monthly Choosing Success. It's kind of the all-in-one bariatric success subscription, I guess is the easiest way to put it. We include meal plans. So we put out 4 meal plans a week. We have 2 for Balance Max and 2 for Balance Keto. One of the plans is for a family style like dinners, and the other is for a single person. So they range from, the family style is, 15 to 19, maybe sometimes 20 recipes, and that includes protein balls and breakfast, lunch, snacks, dinner, desserts, the whole shebang. And then the single recipes are between 6 and 9 recipes a week, again, including breakfast, lunch, protein balls, all of that. We also do in my group, as far as nutritional coaching go, I have 2 tiers of nutritional coaching, actually 3. I have annual subscribers who get 2 one-on-one calls with me each and every month. And those are 15-minute power coaching calls. They're called power sessions. They are intense, you guys. You would be blown away by how much we get done in a 15-minute one-on-one call. It's just me, it's you. It's like, okay, how can I help? What can I do? Let's knock this out. And we do that twice a month for every single annual subscriber. And the beauty of that is if you were to hire me to do a 30-minute consult, it would cost you $75. Okay, so big difference. And you're getting that for free as part of your subscription if you are an annual subscriber. For the monthly subscribers, I do hot seat e-coaching, so call-in hours, and so we schedule some hot seat coaching videos where you zoom in and we're all kind of in a room together talking with each other, and I put each member in the hot seat and we get questions answered. It's a really neat learning experience. You get those twice a month. And then the final way that you get nutritional coaching from me is through classes, videos, obviously online support. I'm here almost 7 days a week, sometimes 7 days a week, working to answer questions and to help you guys. So that's one of the benefits. I do knowledge sessions. I just did one about stretching, so everybody's worried about stretching, your pouch or your stomach.
Yeah.
I just did a whole information session about stretching and what the truth is and what that really impacts. I've done sessions on protein. I've done sessions on regain. I mean, I've done sessions on all kinds of things, and I'm constantly adding new ones that I do each month. We do Q&A sessions, so we'll have calls like this that are like, okay guys, you've got me for 30 minutes, ask any questions you want live, you can hop in, join in, you can send them to me ahead of time, I'll answer them however you want to do it. So there's lots and lots and lots of opportunities. We do monthly challenges, like in August we're doing a trifold challenge that's tracking water and movement. So it's a 21-day challenge. We're really trying to get everybody going, but we've got tons and tons of nutritional opportunities, as well as Kristen comes into my group and does Mindset Mondays, like I'm gonna do Nutrition Tip Tuesdays, and then Natalie Heckert will be in both of our groups. She comes to me on Wednesdays, she's gonna go to Kristen on Fridays, so you would get 2 workouts each and every month. Each and every week, yes, each week. Yeah, and then you can replay them as often as you want. So if you wanted to, you could work out every single day using, and then they build. So the different sessions build. So there's a whole bank of workout videos that you can pull from. So lots of opportunities. I'm super excited.
Yeah. And so the other part of this that, of course, because I always say Patricia's the what and I'm the why, right? So
Absolutely.
You need to know what to eat, which is super important. But then why when you
and then how to cook. So it's the
Oh yeah,
exactly. It's the what and the how.
The what and the how.
They tell you kind of what to do after surgery. I'm going to teach you how. I'm going to teach you how to do it. I'm going to teach you how to eat correctly, how to track, how to manage, the nutritional side of things. Kristen's going to teach you the mindset. Right.
And so Marie asked, anyone from Central California? Marie, Heather is from Pasadena. So I think you guys need to, say hello to one another, because I know that both of you are located there. So I'm going to go deeper into the why. So each and every month, we're going to have a theme topic. And the reason for this is that whenever you're focused on one specific thing, whatever you focus on expands. And so what we want to do is expand your knowledge base of these topics and then have the ability to go back. over and over and review the content of whatever the sessions are. So some of the sample topics that we're going to be going over, of course, emotional eating is such a huge topic that we would probably break that down over the course of a couple months, because there's night eating, there's, different feelings that are going on, but the coaching tools that would come, stress, right? Stress, anger, there's so many things that we would probably cover over a couple different months. And we're coming up on the holiday season, so there's always going to be a theme around prepping for the holidays, right? You can already, she's took a deep breath in, right? So you have to be prepared to be around family. There's going to be, learning how to set up proper boundaries. There's also mindset and motivation. So motivation is a huge topic. Really understanding where you get your motivation, how to reset yourself, and how to get it back quickly. Because so many people are like, I'm looking for motivation. Where is it? You're not waiting for the bus, right? So we need to cultivate that. And so our M3 includes 2 monthly masterclass trainings, which will give you a deep dive into the mindset. Because what you want to do is definitely reprogram your brain to not only eat differently, but behave differently. Because you didn't just get this surgery to go back to old habits. And while you have this great nutrition package, I often see people who say, I have this food in the fridge, but I went by XYZ on the way home because I was stressed. Or I picked this up because I was just craving it because this is what I was going through. And it's like, but you had food in the fridge, or you planned to prep, but you didn't prioritize, or you didn't create the time for it, right? So we need to prioritize ourselves, create time management. And so not create time management, but create the time, create ourselves as a priority to make that happen. And those are the mindset tools, right? Because you can get all of these other great tools, but if you're not learning how to put them in place or to choose you first, then what ends up happening is, and I've coined a couple new terms, which by the way, will be in the next book that I'm currently working on. But the thing that I know, but first of all, y'all need to stop turtling. And turtling means when you kind of go into your shell and you disappear. Okay. How many of you turtle? And then hoppers. Where are my hoppers? I'm going to go from keto to balanced to Weight Watchers to Jenny to, I'm going to go back.
Oh my God, no.
So the hoppers, they don't get results in 3 weeks. And so they freak out and then they hop. Look, I got a bunch of loves. And I know because they know.
It's like that Velcro wall. You keep flinging yourself at the wall, hoping you're going to eventually stick to something. Pick the one thing that's right for your body and stick with it. Stick with it.
Trust
you can't bounce
yourself. Right. You cannot bounce, because then you bounce and then the cycle of self-deprecation and
starts all over.
It starts all over, because then that doesn't work. And then you're like, crap, this plan isn't working for me. And then you find the next best thing. This is going to work. And you put your belief. Oh, this is good. I just got an intuitive hit. You put your belief into the plan or the diet, because I hate that word diet, but you put your
and not into yourself.
And not into yourself. Ah! And so, right, mayonnaise is hopping turtles. Okay, but you're reformed hopping turtles, because I'm working to reprogram y'all.
Yes.
That's what we're doing in group.
And I am here, exactly, and I am here to help you get it right. Once you stop hopping, okay, I'll help you figure it out. I'll help you learn. Kristen talked about the mastermind classes. I do the same thing. I call them e-coaching. I'm teaching, like for instance, right now I'm teaching bariatric basics. It's a 12-week class, guys. This is the class that I used to offer standalone in my group for $225 a person. It's now completely included in your membership. So you have 12 weeks to finish the class. I post out 2 posts a week that are like information and tasks, things for you to do to teach you the how to, meal plan, how to prep, how to grocery shop, how to read labels, how to go to a social event, how to get through the holidays, how to do all of that with healthy food that tastes amazing and still stays on your plan. So, there's so much of what I do and what Kristen does that goes just so hand in hand. It's really, truly a beautiful thing. It really is.
And that's why we started doing this, because we
I know, right? It was like, okay, we gotta do this together.
So
exactly.
So the M3 is going to work on your mindset, and we're going to have the 2 monthly masterclass trainings, which are going to be recordings in the group so that you can always go back to them. And then we're going to have bi-weekly journaling prompts that focus on the topic at hand and that keep you on track, and that also get you to go a little deeper, because going deep. And what we're here to do is to help you go deeper, because when you go deeper, you go farther. And so that's what the journaling prompts are for. And anybody, and I'm sure there's a couple people on here, anybody who's been in the book study knows that I don't stay on the surface. I take you deep, deep, deep. And that is when you get so much done. And so the bi-weekly journaling sheets come out. Then there's bi-weekly mindset hack worksheets. So essentially, the journaling prompts help you go deep into yourself and ask you some really pivotal questions on the monthly theme topic. And then the mindset hack worksheets are essentially tips and tricks and tools that you will use along with the monthly theme, to implement lifestyle change and habit change into your life. And it works really well with the food piece, because you're going to not just be learning how to eat differently, you're learning how to be differently in your head, in your emotions.
And that is so powerful. That one piece right there is so powerful, you guys. I mean, it really is. Once you figure out how to mesh those 2 pieces together, like Kristen just explained, it's life-changing. It really is.
Life-changing. And that's how we've kept it off. And so we'll have weekly printable affirmations and mantras that you can take with you everywhere, because we know that you're not just using this stuff, right, when you're in the group. You're also going to take it out into the world with you, because none of us live in a bubble. I don't live in a bubble. Patricia doesn't live in a bubble. None of us live in a bubble. And so we need to take these new thoughts and really work on reframing and shifting our thinking in our daily lives on a daily basis. And so you need that mindset support with you consistently. And of course, you can always come in the group, because we are going to be a community. And so that's what's going to be amazing. And then on top of that, we're going to have, in addition to the monthly masterclass trainings, we also have 2 30-minute, just like Patricia has in her group, we have 2 30-minute monthly Q&As where it'll be like this. And I will say, hey, I'm here. What questions do you have? And if you can't make the time, I will put a post that says, tell me what your questions are, and you can post them. And then after the fact, if you watch the Q&A later and you still have questions, or you want to add a question, you just type it in the post and I come back and answer your question. So really, it's a win-win for everybody, whether you can make it live or not. Whether you can make it on your lunch hour, you can make it live, that's fine. And then we're also going to have a monthly challenge. And the beautiful thing about the monthly challenge is that you challenge yourself. So in Patricia's group, you're going to have tracking. What did you say? You're going to have tracking, water, and
well, in movement? August, it's a trifold. It's movement, water, and tracking. That's what I'm doing in August. So in my group, I do a different kind of challenge every single month. So in August, it's actually a $5 buy-in. So because I have found that people who actually put up a little cash are more likely to really participate. And then we're going to take the drawing at the end, and 3 winners are going to get to keep the pot. So from everybody who
That's
enters.
awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
That's awesome.
So you could pay for a couple of months worth of subscription if you can get enough people to join. So.
For real. That's awesome. So in our
Yep.
challenge, it's going to be posted in week 2 because you need to know what the topic is. And so then for the next 3 weeks, you're going to be challenging yourself. You commit to what the challenge is, because part of this whole process, and you guys know me and know me long enough, is commitment and consistency. And that's what I'm here to build for you and with you and help you to cultivate in your own life, is commitment to yourself, commitment to whatever it is that you're going to commit to, and consistency, and really building that. So your monthly challenge is going to be based on the topic, and then we'll have check-ins based on the monthly challenge. So it is going to be so exciting. And the other thing that's not even on here, I don't even think it's on here, is we're going to have weekly sprints. So intention setting sprints, like what you're working on every single week. So each week is going to be a new sprint. And so weekly, as we said, weekly nutrition tips. So Nutrition Tip Tuesday, we're going to have Fun and Fitness Friday because fitness is fun. Fun and Fitness Friday. We're going to have Mantra and Mindset Monday. And Wednesday is always going to be our video days, our video training days. And then Thursday is going to be our challenge check-ins. So Thursdays are always going to be our challenge check-ins. And then the other thing I want to say is, in this group, no, you don't have to run. Remember I sent out that that said 5Ks are not for everyone, Joan? I meant that.
Not for me.
Not for me. So
I could walk one.
I could walk one too. So the thing that I also want to make sure that everybody realizes, that there's no falling behind. This is a group that you go at your own pace. And if you don't get to watch the videos until Sunday afternoon, you don't watch the videos till Sunday afternoon. The content will be there. The group will be there. The love will be there. The other thing that we're also having, and I know it already sounds like a lot, but we're going to have like our mid-month accountability check-in. So that mid-month check-in, so every 2 weeks, essentially, we're going to have a check-in on the new content. Well, when I say it'll be a mid-month, so it'll be an accountability check-in like after that 2 week, because when we start a new topic, we're kind of starting over fresh. So every calendar month will be a new themed topic. Now, you guys can join, whenever you join, but each calendar month, there's a new topic. And so that's what's going to be awesome. Plus, we're going to have, like I said, the group accountability check-ins. And I have an annual subscriber rate too, which is where you get a month free. So it's a little bit cheaper when you pay for the annual versus the monthly. And then every quarter, you'll get an extra masterclass. And for some of you guys who know my masterclasses, my big, like, sold alone masterclasses, they're usually like 3 hours. Like, they're not like chintzy masterclasses. Like, you get a booklet. So there's so much to that. So this is why this is very different, is that it's really pulling these two pieces together, and it's giving the trainings and the accountability, and yet it also is able to serve those who really want to do work at your own pace. So that's kind of what's different about this.
It's super exciting. So, I'm telling you guys, it is awesome. So yeah, for sure.
So,
for sure.
And again, going back to the topic of the emotional eating and the bariatric basics, again, what we want to work on, like Patricia was saying, is the what and the how. And then the thing that I want to help you to work on is actually the implementation. And so the most important thing that I've learned on this journey is that bariatric skills are life skills. You need to learn like the components of sleep, the components of supplements, using all of these things, which Patricia talks about the supplements in her group. She talks about all of the nutrition, the macros, why they're important, water, why they're important. And that's key. And then in my group, what we do is help you to overcome the hurdles, which is, okay, I bought everything this week. Why didn't I do it? And so that's why I put in the information. There are going to be months where all we talk about is the inner toddler. There are going to be months where all we talk about is the self-saboteur, and really getting underneath that and learning more about that. There are going to be months where we talk about boundaries. There are going to be topics or months where we talk about relationships, right? And so, and that's where we're also going to be, I will occasionally ask for feedback on the group, because I also want to give you as a group as a whole what you want to be fed, so to speak, and you know, emotionally.
Yes, absolutely.
So
yeah, I'm constantly looking for feedback in my group as well. So that's I mean, we both we want to hear from you guys. What do you need? Because that will help us be better to serve you if we know what you need.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And Cheryl says, yes, my inner toddler has been in control lately. Yay! In control is good, right? Out of control is what we want to work on. And so that's what's really important. So Peggy says, I ask myself every week, I paid for it, just let it go to waste because I didn't use it. What is up with that? And so that's what we want to work on, right? What is it that if you got it, is it that you got too much? Or is it that you're not using it because you're purchasing food elsewhere, right? So, and Lisa says, my inner toddler has fits occasionally. And so, right, so we want to get your inner toddler in line.
Temper tantrums.
Yeah, temper tantrums. Yeah. We want to help you with that. And so I think that that's super important on this journey, because none of us are perfect. And yet this whole lifestyle change is, Dana says, I need an admin assistant. We all do. I mean, this whole process of lifestyle change, it definitely rocks the boat, because there's so many components, and what we want to do is make it easier for you by teaching you the hacks that we've learned through the years, and how that you can create it to be easier for you. Because this is a lifestyle, it's not a diet. And going through all of the shifts, there's so many pieces of this life, right? I need you to give my inner child a kick in the ass. I love you, Christine. We really need to learn these new skills and master them, because that's what's going to get us to the next level. And so it is about the weight, and yet all the other pieces are also going to contribute. The behavioral pieces are going to contribute to sustaining and maintaining the weight.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, and I think to kind of expand on that, it's about the weight, but it's more about health than anything. And, you know, one of the things that I tell a lot of the clients that work with me is, you know, when they're having those moments of, you know, well, this is just too hard, or this is just too that, or it just takes too much time, or blah, blah, blah. I mean, you know, y'all, those are excuses. They really are. When you boil it down to the bare minimum, they're just excuses. And here's the thing. If you keep doing what you've always done, expect the same results you've always gotten.
Always got. Yeah. I use that one all the time.
You'll never change. You never will change. You have to put in the works, and the only way that you're going to have success is to put in the work. You know, there's another one. You know, the only place in the world that success comes before work is in the dictionary. You've got to put in the work. You've got to make the changes. You know, you've got to change the habits. That's what we are here to help you do. Y'all, we walk this walk every day. We are taking everything. I mean, and y'all should spend some time with Kristen and I alone. Holy crap. It's like we literally pay attention to everything we do and say, because there's a learning opportunity there. We are constantly keeping each other in check. We're constantly, you know, questioning. We're constantly supporting. We're constantly pushing, you know, and it's like, oh my gosh, I need to tell that to the group. And oh my gosh, I need to write that down so I can teach them that later. Because everything that we go through, y'all, because we are bariatric patients too, we go through the same struggles, we have the same hurdles, we have the same, I am under monumental stress, and it is so easy to stress eat. Oh my word. But you know what? I have some skills. I have some tools in my toolbox that I can pull out to help me avoid those situations. And so that's what we want to do. We want to take our experience, our knowledge, our training, and our personal experience, and we want to give it to you and equip you with those skills as well too. That's the bottom line. Don't just shoot in the dark. Trust the experts who are here with you in the trenches doing it. But what's different is we have the education, we have the background, and we have the training. We're just not Joe Schmo, support group on the street. We're actual professionals in the field that are actually walking this walk with you. So that's, there's something to be said for that. So.
Yeah. And my other favorite phrase is, it works when you work it. And so you've got to be willing to, Patricia said, put in the work. And here's the thing. When people hear that word work, sometimes there's a visceral reaction, a negative visceral reaction. Yeah. Similarly, when people hear exercise, there's a visceral reaction because of how they were brought up. So what I think is really important is to use words, to use language that makes sense, right? So what is important is that you start to use words that resonate. So I had one client that exercise, she wouldn't do it. So I said, okay, let's create a move your body plan. So similarly, I personally hate the word diet because I think of restriction. And so this is a lifestyle plan. This is an eating plan. So that's what I call it. So language. So what was the other word? A nutritional plan.
Yeah.
It's all.
Yeah.
So,
I don't do fitness challenges. I do movement challenges. Right.
Right. Movement. Right.
Because movement is different for everybody too. And, and that's another thing is we have people who do good to sit in a chair and do crunches. We have people who are running marathons. We have everybody on the spectrum in between in both of our groups. So what movement is to me is going to be different than what movement is to Kristen versus what movement is to somebody else. And so as long as you're moving your body in a purposeful way above and beyond your normal daily activity, that's fitness. That's movement. You're activating muscles. Having Natalie in the group as our expert, which is phenomenal, you guys. And if you don't know Natalie, holy crap, she is amazing. Amazing. She not only has been a weight loss patient herself, or not a patient, she hasn't had surgery, but she was, obese at one point. But she's, this is what she's done. She was a fitness coach on The Biggest Loser, season 8. She was Tracy, whatever her name is, Ulick or whatever her name is. So, she knows what she's doing. I met Natalie at a bariatric conference. I spent 4 days with her side by side, and I'm like, oh my God, I have to have her on my team. And so there you go. That's what we did. Joan, I have someone in their 80s. So
okay.
There you go.
Yeah, it's funny. And then Charlotte says, my toolbox is empty. Help. Well, first of all, Charlotte, this is the toolbox that you need. But really quick, so 3 quick tips. The first thing I'm going to say for mindset is you need to practice conscious awareness throughout the day. Awareness is the mother of change. So that's tip number 1. Nutrition, tip number 2, I'm going to let Patricia answer.
Oh my gosh. Okay, mine is threefold. Okay, but it's super important. Track, water, and then movement. But movement, that's nutrition. That's where, because if you do all 3 of those,
Okay.
So tracking, balance, and water.
Right. Okay. And then awareness is the mother of change. You have to practice awareness. And because the reason, going back to awareness, you have to be able to catch yourself. If you're not catching yourself, then that's what you need to work on. And then in terms of movement, which is part 3, I would say make it easy and make it fun. And how you make it easy and make it fun is, what do I tell my group members is every time, y'all are going to laugh at me, every time you go to the toilet, you squat 5 times. right? When you're at the
You stole that.
yeah, when you're at the sink, you do knee-ups or, kickbacks, or you do arm circles. So you can get movement in the most simple way where
Wall
you
push-ups.
do wall push-ups, right? So completely simple. We we do these things, this is something that we'll do on a consistent basis. And I know you have an e-fit, I go to the gym regularly, and so however you do it, there is no right way. We just want to get you to do it. We want to get you into action, and that's the most important. Okay, so who else had a question? I just wanted to make sure that I answered the question. So those are 3 plus tools for your toolbox, Charlotte. But these 2 programs together, super kick-ass. You may want to join. It's going to be awesome. Okay, Heather says, I thought I was the only one that prepared meals only to have many of them go to waste because I picked up something well out. Good to know that I'm not the only one. Heather, I have a tip for you. No. You're like, no. I have a tip for you, Heather. So that money that is you may use to go out, I want you to take that when you get home, $5, $10, and put it in a piggy bank, because that's your reinforcement to eat at home. And over the course of a month, you could be saving $100 or $200. So every single time that you have a impulse or whatever to go eat outside your house, to go eat when you have food at home, I want you to think about how much money you're spending. And even if you're good with cash, even if anybody's good with cash, this is something that I think is also a mindset tool that any one of us can use. Is where can I put that somewhere else? How can I be saving that? Because our brains want to go to that impulsive, ooh, I need that. And yet, how much money could we be saving if we don't do that? And so go put that in your piggy bank, and then you can make it to one of our retreats. Then you can do something for yourself. Go get a massage, right?
Maybe we've got so many things coming up next year, you guys. Oh my gosh. I'm thinking Jamaica, maybe.
So we're thinking international. So you may need a vacation and a retreat to go with it. So, okay, I do squats while doing laundry, getting things out of the dryer one at a time. How do we join if we're already one of the groups? So, and it depends on which one you're already a part of. So if you're already MBK, Monica, you would just join mine because you're already a member of MBK. If you're already a member of M3, then on my page, or we could put your link in here. So, because I'm going to put M3 link has a link to both of them, but it has and if you're monthly with me, already, we can stop that subscription so that you can do the joint combo package. So if you're already monthly with me, so if you're in MBK monthly, just send me a message and say, hey, I want to do the joint package and join both Kristen and yours. I will cancel this subscription. You sign up for that one and you'll just keep going with me. If you're annual with me, we have to wait until your annual subscription runs out. And so then you would just join Kristen's on a monthly basis until they merge. And then I would drop it and then you would join together. Yeah. That's the easiest way to do it. Isn't that a great idea? She says, I'll get a jar and start putting what I would spend on outside food that I would like to save for a weekend vacation. Thanks for the idea. Yes. Okay. The joint package is $65 a month, Christine, for both of them together, which is actually a 10% savings. So you're actually saving. Or it's $6.99 for the year for both, which is also a savings, right? So the monthly just for M3 is $37. If you're doing M3 and MBK, it's $65. So M3 alone is $37. And then how much is MBK monthly a month? Is it $34? $34.99 a month. $34.99 a month. Okay, you're currently annual MBK. So mine per month is $37, Cheryl. $37 a month. And then what else am I looking for? Oh, Joanne goes.
Yeah, because you got Oh, coming. It's coming. It's coming. I've got 2 in the works. I've got 2 books right now. So one I'm hoping to have written by Christmas. That's my goal. And
I
then
know,
we'll
and
go
I'm
into the
pushing
publishing
her.
phase.
I'm pushing her, y'all.
I know. I'm working on it. I'm working.
I know. Okay,
It's
so
so
Joanne says
much.
I know. Okay, Becky goes shoes. Oh yeah, that was, you could say for shoes. That was another thing. Is the joint membership deal only for a short period of time? No. No. It's I'm not closing, neither one of us. So I will tell you guys, because I have to say this. So M3 is open enrollment year round. Okay, and MBK is open enrollment year round. So right, Joyce, you are already doing MBK, signed up for M3, so I will already, yeah, we can figure that out. Yes, we can figure that out, Heather. So we can make that happen. So I'll talk to you privately and we'll get that sorted so that we can take that out. Yes, that would be better for you, Joanne, because that's a steal. She's already doing.
Yeah, if you're grandfathered in, if you're grandfathered in at the $19.99 because you were one of my first 100 subscribers, then hold on to that one because that will never come back.
For as long as you want, Christine. Oh, how can you do it? So you go on the M3 page. I'll post it on the link here, and scroll down. I should have just put it on there. Yep. It doesn't start until August 4th. So it starts August 4th. Is actually next Sunday. So, or this coming Sunday. So, and our video content will drop on Wednesday. So we're going to start the week off with our posts and getting everybody, and then your videos, your master classes drop on Wednesdays. So I'm in the book study too. Would it make sense to stop the book study and do the joint program? No, because the book study is its own.
If you're on monthly payment, it's its own thing. And if you're on monthly payments for the book study, you have to pay that out. So, because that's a commitment that you make. So, but you can easily do both together
And Beth, if you
I have a lot of members who are doing the book study and.
Yeah, you can do them both together, or you can wait and join when you can. Either one is fine. So I just sent the link. So you just scroll down and you'll see, Christine, where it says to do joint. And then I think I answered the question. It's not for a short time. Okay, the only thing that is for a short time, which is not these programs, but next month I relaunch the coaching program. So I know that a lot of people will ask me, so you're already in, Linda, because you've already signed up. So what we're going to do is you're going to get an email this week with a link to the Facebook group. So the link to the likely go out Friday or Saturday of this week, because you want to be in there on Sunday. You can't do MBK and M3 until August, right? What does that mean? You can't do it together, paying-wise? You can do it. No, you can do it whenever. If you wanted to sign up now, you could. It's just that our group is starting on August 4th. So you can start, if you wanted to start the payment on August 4th, you can. If you want to start the payment on August 1st, it's however you do it. Like you could sign up on August 7th if you want.
Let me tell you one thing real quick about my side is with MBK Monthly, it's like a magazine subscription. So each month, the magazine sits on the shelf. So all the meal plans for the month, and right now, 5 weeks worth of meal plans, okay, that's over 200 recipes, are all sitting on MBK Monthly. Come August 1st, those will all go away. So if you join now before August 1st, you can download all of the July meal plans. So you can have them, have all the recipes, have all the content. You'll have everything there for you. So that's a benefit of joining now as opposed to waiting until August 4th, if that makes sense. So for the joint subscription, to get the most benefit from me. So you would get 5 weeks to hang on to, because here's the deal, guys. What if I put out a meal plan and there's 2 recipes on the meal plan that you're like, no, I just don't really love that. Well, if you have 5 plans, you can flip through those, find something with similar stats and switch it out. So you'll start collecting a database of recipes to use to king the meal plans if there's something on there that you don't care for.
Right.
So just something to think about.
And Amy, yes, and for everybody else who's watching, yes, if you sign up on the 30th, it bills again on the 30th. If you sign up on the 29th, it bills again on the 29th. If you sign up on the 1st, it bills again on the 1st. So it does that automatically every month if you're doing monthly billing.
Mine's the same way.
Yeah. And I know a couple people asked me about that too. And then Karen said, pre-op Patricia, surgery not till October maybe, ? So how do you handle pre-op?
Absolutely. Okay, so the beauty of pre-op is you can still use all the recipes. We just have to increase your calories up to a pre-op caloric range so that you're still losing if you need to lose. But the nice part about this is you're starting to learn. You're starting to learn how to meal plan, how to prep. You're learning all the nutrition basics. You're getting in on the fitness. So you're already in the mode of switching to a healthier lifestyle. One of my admins, she lost 50 pounds pre-op just following balanced macros. So it's a real healthy way to eat. She ate 1,600 calories a day instead of 1,000 or 1,200 depending on what you choose. So something that, for pre-op, I can most definitely help you. What you would have to do is just say, hey, send me a private message and say, hey, Patricia, I'm pre-op. Can you get macros for pre-op? And then all you do is use my recipes and just increase portions and add a little bit larger snacks. So you can still, use the recipes, follow the plan, the plans loosely, but use them as a template for sure.
Yeah, and I think that's good. And so the other thing that's really advantageous is in your bariatric basics, you teach how to meal prep, right?
I do. In bariatric basics, we go really deep into what the macros are and why they are important to keep in balance, whether you're following balanced macros, which is a higher carbohydrate, high fiber, low fat, or you're following keto, which is high fat, low carb. But both of the plans that I developed are healthy for bariatric patients, just depends on what your needs are. So we start with the foundations of what you need to learn about what are proteins, why you need them, what are carbs, right, how they work with each other. And then we go into meal planning. So we learn how to meal plan. We learn how to prep. We learn how to read nutrition labels and look for hidden foods, sugars, hidden fats, hidden things. How to compare labels. All of that. We talk about. Just the overall switching of the kitchen to a healthier kitchen, how to get your family on board. Because guys, my whole thing with eating, bariatric is I'm going to cook healthy, delicious meals for my family that I can eat too. So everything I cook, even though it might be bariatric friendly for me, my family doesn't even have a clue that they're eating healthy. I go to my parents' house in Georgia when I'm out there with Kristen, and I've got 2 teenage nephews, 18 and 16. I've got a brother-in-law who's a cop. We all eat dinner together when I'm there, and they're like, yes, Aunt Patty's here to cook. And I cook all of my bariatric recipes while I'm there, and they're like, oh my God, this is amazing. So yeah, so they're family-friendly recipes. So that's the kind of the deal. So, we talk about that. We talk about how to handle social situations. I even give you recipes that you can take to family, functions, birthday parties, holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and nobody's going to know that they're eating something that's very. So
I woke up this morning to what I think it was the banana blueberry cheesecake or something. And yeah, I saw that she had them cut up into slices, and she was like, if only this was on my meal plan every week. And so I thought that was hysterical, but that's something I think is so important, is that you're eating the foods that you love. And so that's what's so important. Yeah. And again,
and I have everything. I have everything.
And
Italian, Mexican, everything.
Yeah. And of course, I love the protein balls. And when I went away this weekend, I texted Patricia and I was like, damn it, I should have posted Breakfast of Champions protein balls. And so, because that's
She
something
took
that
them to New York with her.
I took them to New York with me because I was like, it's the Breakfast of Champions, right? Turkey enchilada skillet. Now people are like, so these are the things, that is so important. She said, my family jumped ship. It's so important that you have, things that you can eat that also, everybody else will like too. And then, to create the behavioral piece too, to stay on track, because and some of the things that we'll be talking about in the future is also about having a cabinet full of stuff and you staying on track, because that not everything in your house is going to be for you. So,
and honestly, who in your family can't benefit from eating healthier? I mean, my husband's 100%. Lost 50 pounds, my kids, my grandkids love the food. So,
you haven't Jenny, had her food, Jenny. You haven't had her food.
Yeah. And you're not a short order cook. So.
I know.
Yeah.
And so it's so what you eat, right? It's but you offer very diverse recipes and they don't even know. So if you make meatloaf, there's an alternative. If you can make what is it? Don't you have a Thai lettuce? 4 different meals.
Chicken lettuce wraps. I've got so many different things. So many different things.
Yeah.
Super exciting.
Yeah. So this.
Okay. So what I will do, because I know we're trying to wrap up. Okay. Hold on, real quick. I know we're talking over each other. I will post in a link on the group a sample meal plan for those of you that are just curious about what and my meal plans look like. So I'll post a sample packet so that you can get an idea of what you guys get each week. It's the meal plan with all the recipes and a shopping list. Please don't freak out over the shopping list, guys. The shopping list is literally everything. Salt, pepper, all the spices, things that you probably, if you cook at all, will have some of the things in your pantry. It is literally everything. So go through, cross out the things you don't need, only buy the things you can. Yes, it is a little bit bigger expense in the beginning because you know what? You're changing your lifestyle, you're changing your kitchen, you're eating healthier, you're making a change. But once you get the basics, the basic spices, the almond flour, the flaxseed meal, things like that you need that I use over and over and over and over and over. Guys, my grocery bill last week was $91.
Yeah.
$1. So, yeah, because I didn't have to buy spices. I bought meat, fruit, veg, other incidental things. That was it. And I fed a family of 3 for a week.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And that's what I'm doing too. And, trying new things and expanding your horizons and really enjoying what you eat, and then also really, then it's a smaller bill because you're not eating it. So that's what's important too. And then also, this was another thing, learning how not to eat the leftovers that are in the fridge. And not that you will have them, but depending on what plan you do, right? So learning the mindset piece of not going back at 9 o'clock at night when you may be struggling with stress or you may be struggling with your own thoughts or whatever comes up. So yes, the grocery bill decreases significantly. And here's the thing. So many people go, what about this cost, right? So I want to address that. We help your grocery bill decrease when you reinvest that, let's say in one or both of these programs, then that might counterbalance it. And then you're learning how to do this for the long term, right? And our goals are to help you be successful for the long term, right? So not for the short term. We don't want you to go back to where you've been. We want you to grow, right? So that you're living this happy, thriving, successful life, because this is about your post-op journey and getting to the next phase of your life, not so you're consistently stuck in, what do I eat? What do I eat? Oh, I'm hungry for this, right? I need the mindset piece, struggling with night eating. Yeah. So there's that, and that's so important. No one has recipes like Patricia Hill in this community. It's really appreciated. Yes, the grocery bill. Yeah. So these are all the pieces that come together, right? For you is really learning how to address the new lifestyle and yourself. And it's huge. So anyways, enrollment is open. We wanted to do this live to announce how we're joining forces, coming together, how both of them are available together, like monthly or annual. And of course, when you do the annual, it's to a greater benefit of both of you, for when you do both together, because it's cheaper, and you get more bonuses. But if you're on the mindset work and MBK training should be mandatory for all post-surgery patients. You can't get surgery to goal without both. I mean, it's so true. It's so true. Yeah, we're both working on flyers to send to bariatric surgeons.
If you want a flyer to take to your surgeon, these are hot off the press, guys. So I just finally got those finished. I have a flyer that if you want it, send me a message. I will give it to you. You can take it to your surgeon. It is specifically designed for surgeons. And Kristen's going to start working on hers now too.
Yeah, yeah. I literally just talked to you got it full up faster than I did. I have a couple more things going on over here. But I messaged my graphic designer and was like, I need these. Send doctors. Because this is the missing link. This is the missing. And everybody knows it, that we have, you have support group tomorrow. Beth, take the link with you for M3, take the link with you for MBK, right? So maybe we can send you something via email. So maybe send us a PM or something and we'll send it to you so that you can share it, because this is huge. And then, Courtney says, I emailed this to mine in the afternoon. Love the flyer. I joined MBK. Do I just sign up for MBK? So Joan, send me a PM. Heather, send me a PM. If you've already signed up for M3, then we'll find a way to make it work so that you can join both at the same time and get the discount and the greater value. So need to send to the only doctor in Lake Norman, since you'll be having a seminar.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Yeah.
Stop by the office.
I didn't realize you were in Lake Norman, Carla. So, yeah, so very exciting. So
if we sell our last spot in our Lake Norman,
okay. So we'll do day passes after that. So, yeah, I flipped myself.
I froze for a minute, so.
Because I froze. Okay, so once our last spot goes, then we'll open up day passes. So yeah. Pretty exciting. All right, guys, if you have any other questions, last call for questions, Q&A, anything else you want to ask us. There's more announcements coming for both of us, but we can only dole out so many announcements at a time because we don't want to overwhelm you with all the good news we have. But essentially, okay, MBK, M3 together. So
or separate,
either one. The annual price for M3 is $397. So, and it's more than 1 month off. It's a little more than 1 month, because 37 for 12 months is $444, and so you're getting it for $397. So you're getting it for like what, $47 off. So you're getting even more off. So, yeah. So Thank goodness for the group call this week. I'm overwhelmed, Karen says. Yes. Just breathe. So that would be great. So, yes. So, as an option, Nancy, as an option. So, we have M3 and MBK as an option combined if you want it, where you'll be in both groups. So, they will be separate, but it's a combined offer, Nancy.
Yeah.
So, the price for both annually is $699, Joan, annually. So it's a little bit cheaper than
if you were to buy the two separate. And
if you were to buy the two separately, it's cheaper. It's about 10% off. So yeah. And so if you've already signed up, and it even says on the website, if you're a subscriber of either, when your subscription ends, you can join within 30 days of your renewal period. The other thing is if you've signed up, we want to get you before 30 days. So that I can reverse it, and then you can sign up for the joint together if you've just joined M3. So, and that you come to me for and send me a PM so that I can reverse that and make that happen so you can sign up for both. I'm annually for MBK Mean Mindset annually. Yeah, so you can sign up for M3 annually. It's 1 month cheaper. So it's cheaper. It's $397 for the year. And then, or you can sign up monthly at $37. But at $37, just know you'll be paying more annually, if that makes sense. Right. Okay. Thank you, Joan. And I'll reply as soon as we're done here. So.
Yeah, and I'll go through these too, because I mean, the messages are coming in like crazy, and I'm getting pop-ups. Like, so give me a minute to. Yeah, I'm gonna get something to drink when I get done. I'm gonna go sit on the couch with my laptop, and I'll answer some questions. So.
Yes. And we'll talk about that, Christine, because I think that's a good point. That's a good point. So, yeah, a Canadian exchange. We'll have to talk about that because I know that exchange rate kills you guys. Any other questions?
Yeah, I'm super excited. So, in case you haven't noticed, it's like. It's crazy. We need T-shirts.
No.
Aprons, T-shirts, hats.
I know.
Water bottles.
Water bottles. Yeah. So, and I'm sure we're going to do more live streams because we have an event on August 24th, and then we have our Pigeon Forge retreat, which is in the end of August, the beginning of September. So, a lot happening. So, we're so glad that you are bringing us into your bariatric journey and allowing us to serve you because clearly this is our passion and our purpose, and we really want to take you farther to that next level for you to be successful in your lives and for you to actually start doing the things that you really want to do. Because I tell my clients all the time, like, wouldn't you rather like do something else other than, constantly be fixated on the plan? And so, at some point, we want the plan to be on autopilot for you so that you can start living this bigger, braver, bolder life, right?
Y'all, it's amazing. It's amazing. I'm doing things right now in my life. I'm 53 years old. I am doing things in my life that I never in a million years dreamt I would do. Never in a million years, because of the opportunities that bariatric surgery has given me and the fact that I met my goal. So,
good point.
Big deal, guys. Big deal, guys.
Yes, big deals. Lots of good things. So, we love you all. Have a good night. If you have questions, post here, and we will definitely come back, circle back around. I know Heather, Joan, you've messaged me, but Heather messaged me too if you're still on here. And then, we will see you all soon. M3 starts this week. It's time to level up. It's time to rise up. So we're so excited. See you on the inside. We start on Sunday. So the emails will go out. If you are signing up, the email will go out on Friday for you to get into M3 Facebook group. And we will start on Sunday. So and if you join after that.
Oh, and if you signed up for the joint, Yeah, if
Yeah.
you signed up for the joint, you'll also get a code to join MBK Monthly. So you'll get a code that you use, and you'll just register MBK Monthly, and it'll just put you in as free. It may still ask you to put in your credit card information, but it won't charge anything.
Right. Don't put any.
I'm-
Don't put it. I found when you won't put it in there. Right.
Yeah. So yeah,
okay.
we haven't. Yeah, we'll have to test it. I have a new website, so we're learning it. So if it does ask you for it won't charge you. It's just a placeholder. So yeah.
Got it. Okay.
So
If you have any other questions,
all right.
let us know. Comment below. We love you guys. See you on the inside soon. And we're happy to answer any other questions you may have. So have a good night and welcome.
Bye.
Bye.